Max actually was going to school studying psychology and like advanced math. He's very, very smart. And during the summers, he would work with me.
He had like a little extra like garage area space that we were working out of, and then that's kind of where I really started helping him out and started pretty much organizing everything, taking inventory on everything. We started getting corporate accounts back then, and then I started managing all those.
And he was just so organized, and everything he does is just meticulous. And I am the exact opposite of that, where I'm just like pushing forward and getting things done. And it was amazing to have Max come in,
Go through this stuff, and I just go off like what looks like a half decent size. Like these look like pretty decent size. I don't really weigh them out to make sure that it all makes sense.
because I had no organization whatsoever. And he really brought that to the table and allowed the company to kind of grow rapidly as soon as that organization was introduced. So Danny's my cousin, and he has always been the one who's the first to step up and help me do things that are virtually impossible. And Danny has done these tremendously long hours, trips, spending days at a time working, and without that help and without that push and that person who is willing to make those sacrifices with me, I think that the growth of the company, as fast as it has occurred, wouldn't have happened without his help. Rodney is a little bit more of a complicated story. His excitement and his love and his passion for the business and for the job is unlike anything I've ever seen in my life.
That's not too shabby looking.
I've never seen somebody who loves their job as much as he does. And there was a lot of learning with him. There was a lot of patience. But I'm so happy that we stuck through all of those difficult times, because he's never been unmotivated, and he's always been willing to do anything and everything he can to help. And now we're at a place years later where, he is pretty much, when I'm looking for someone to help me, I'm calling his name. Hey, Rod? Yes. Well, where's Rodney? Pretty much anything Melvin does comes out really well. I've never had any issues with him from the beginning. He's always been ready to do his job, and he's always done his job very well, and so I have no complaints with him, and I'm very glad that he's here. Our team is very small, although we're running a humongous operation, and I kind of like it that way, because everybody that's here, even though everyone's doing the job of 5 people, is extremely reliable, honest, trustworthy, and really good human beings. I don't think I have personally fired anybody, ever, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Anytime an employee started to veer off or go in a direction that wasn't in line with the big picture of this company, the universe just naturally removed them from the picture.
The drill bit broke. It must have been under intense pressure, so. Melvin, necesito una otra. Final touch is going to be wrapping it up. This will give it some sort of protection from weather.
Tomorrow I have a video call with her, so if you want to get these kind of wrapped up and boxed up right now, that'll be great. But what we're going to do right now is we're going through smoky quartz clusters for a corporate account. Corporate accounts typically want things very specifically sized, and so we need to find very specific sizing and also quality control. So this is material that me and Max are rejecting as far as quality control goes. It means we can't give it to them because the quality is too low. And most of this will go on our discount table, which means it'll get sold at cost or less than cost. So if anybody's interested in discount smoky quartz, let us know. Like, for example, this is a good example. This is something we'd want to give them. Like, this is a good example. This is a good example. And then some of the stuff will make its way to our actual table where it will get sold to clients coming in-house. But we go through tons and tons. We're going to go through this, and then we're going to open up and fill these tables again and just keep doing that until we get through all the material. Which probably we won't go through all the material.
No, there's way too much to go through all of it. There's like, I would say at least like 10 pallets more.
We make sure everything is packed. Right now, Melvin is packing this material that we're selecting. Fortunate that you get this beautiful, beautiful material, but the miners, they handle it like so bad. It's insane how bad the miners sometimes handle the material. Like, if they just took a little bit more care, and it's something I've been working on for years with these people. I mean, I've been asking them for years and trying to teach them for years how to extract the material and how to get the material packed and sent to my other warehouses so that it doesn't show up like, look at this thing, looks like someone threw it down the stairs. You know what I mean? And if this thing would have came out intact, it would be worth so much more, not just to them, but to me and to whoever's going to get the thing at the end of the day. It's insane. Like, they literally looks like they handle this thing like UPS handles boxes.
Yeah, so me and Chris, we just went through all the smoky cores to take out all the stuff that we definitely can't give this client. And now I'm kind of going through the remainder and sizing it all out, seeing what fits, what doesn't. So just because it looks good enough to give them doesn't mean it's the right size or anything. So right now I'm separating it, like this would be their large size piece right here. I only got these two as their mediums. And then this is a cart of extra large size pieces for them. And then these two over here would be extra large size pieces for them.
Morning. Don't film inside my car, man. It's a mess in there. All right, so we got a busy day. Can you open this for me? Thank you.
Oops, hi there.
Keela, what do we got? So what I did is I bought out the rough mines about, when did we buy this? 2 years ago? A year?
Like a year and a half, give or take.
So about a year and a half ago, I bought out a rough mine company because we do a lot of manufacturing. We make our own pyramids and spheres and bracelets and towers and points and things like that. So it was like 20 tons of rough, like small 2-inch rough, and we still have it. That's how much material it was. That still have the stuff from 2 years ago.
But there's a lot of stuff that's like really, really cool.
Oh, that's super cool. Wow. I'll hold on to that. What else you got?
This guy's trying to get some nice calcites. It's not the greatest piece.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the only one.
This is cacoxenite. I'll sell that one. But this one I think I'll hold on to. Because it's a pretty intact geode, you know what I mean? So this is a bunch of aquamarine that I just got, and I'm going through it to separate the barrels, which are these guys right here, from just the rough chunks. So what I do is when I buy out the aquamarine mine, it comes, like you can see now, this is what it looks like when it comes out of the mine. It's just a random mess of whatever came out, and I have to now go through it and pick out the barrel. Sometimes I do it, sometimes I have somebody else do it, but there's a lot of really nice stuff in here, so I've chosen to do it myself. And yeah, this is what it looks like.
Let's see what we got here. It looks like Chris was initially going through this, and for whatever reason, he's kind of like lost interest, headed somewhere else, so I'm gonna go through it now. And let's see what we find, okay? We want to find, like, definitely want to look for the things that have more of a barrel shape to it. He's another artist. He's amazingly talented. Very talented.
Do you taught yourself? You just take a pencil or you somebody?
Sometimes I, hey.
The winner.
Bingo. So this is a piece that it comes out of the box and goes into my office. And then eventually to private reserve. This is insane. See all the barrels inside of it. This is exquisite. So what typically happens is like with this piece right here that we just took out, is, you know, this is a piece I also grabbed before. So, you know, I'm also a collector myself, but I typically, what I do is I move something to my office for a couple of months, and if after a couple of months I still want to hold on to it, then it makes its way over here. And this shelving unit is pretty much my private collection, so everything behind these big crates, this whole shelving unit is filled with private collection or personal collection. I mean, I have a cabinet upstairs of small things, but pretty much all of my crystals are here. So I've been doing this lady's sale for 2 days now. That's how big this sale is. Thank God, I'm not complaining, it's just...
Right here is the order I just finished. Almost finished wrapping, a couple more pieces. And then Chris is currently collecting material for what is this monster order over here that we're all working on, including these 2 carts.
All right. This is going to California. This is going to California, 2 separate orders. Going to California 2, actually 3 out orders going to California. This is going to Florida. This has been a crazy couple of days. What order are you packing now?
This one is going to Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico. This one's going to Puerto Rico, and Danny's wrapping up an order that's going to Texas. And this was over the last 3 days. We had to pack 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This was 7 pallets we had to pack. Collect the material, do the sale, and pack, and now ship. I have 8, another pallet. I don't even know where that's going.
We got a shipment coming in either tomorrow or Monday, so we got to make some room inside. We had just a bunch of stuff just everywhere, so just trying to, you know, condense stuff, clean it up, see what's going on. This trailer was kind of a mess, so now we're kind of going in there, taking everything out, repurposing it all, seeing what's good to keep, what's good to throw out, and then whatever makes sense to keep inside, we'll bring inside. Everything else we'll put inside the warehouse. All right, so we just got this container, just emptying it out right now, sorting through everything, going whatever I have to put upstairs for a certain order, putting all those pallets to the side over here, then everything that we need to bring downstairs to open up so we have more stuff on our tables is going on down here. So I'm just kind of organizing it as it's coming out to make it a little easier for us to open up and sort through once we're done. So the pallet is broken, so like sometimes this happens and the nails detach from the bottom of the pallet to the planks. So when you lift it up, it's just lifting up the material, which could potentially damage it, the top boxes and the bottom boxes, which is why we also make sure that all the pallets we use are like we extra nailed inside of them and put more screws and stuff to make sure that this doesn't happen to anyone who receives a pallet.
This is all stuff that came out of the container yesterday?
Yeah.
So all the pallets that you have here are all...
These are all the ones that you stored.
These are the ones that I want,
Yeah.
right? And then you took all the stuff that you needed
All
was
the clear
upstairs?
quartz is upstairs.
That's what I was saying that one day. It's like, it was clean here just for that one day. Now, you know what I mean? Over the years, I've had many assistants and secretaries and office administrators, things of that nature, and really great people too. Unfortunately, because of my work habits and because I like to push so hard and I expect so much from my employees, I've lost a lot of really good people, and I've learned a lot of things over the years, which is to not push somebody harder than they're willing to be pushed. And it's hard for me because I'm always like looking to the next level. What's next? You know, I finish a huge task and I'm already thinking about the next one, where most people are trying to just 9 to 5 their lives, and that's totally fine. They shouldn't be expected to work like I work. And unfortunately, I've put that responsibility and that pressure on a lot of really great employees, and so here we are without those employees now. I think the point of what I'm trying to say as an employer and as a boss is there's such a fine balance where, one, you don't become friends with your employees, which is another huge mistake that I've made over the years. I've always wanted to be friendly, and that's not really my job or my role. My role is to be the one that leads the team forward. And it's something that it's taken me some time to learn, and I've lost a lot of really great employees in the process. And also to understand that people are here to do their job, and some people don't want to do more than that. And you should never push somebody harder than they're willing to be pushed.